I think it's hard. It's hard to be an author anytime. I mean, even if you're with, like, in America, we have the big New York publishing houses, and one of my friends is with them, and I was like, yay, she's doing it, she's doing great, and but then I got, after a couple months of the book being out, I got an email that said she doesn't think they're gonna publish another of her books because the first one didn't do well enough. They only gave her like 3 months though. So the patience level in the business is just not there no matter where you are. And so that was kind of crushing for her to be like, I got all I wanted and now they don't want me anymore. So it's like, it's tough, I think, any author anywhere, because there's so many books out there. And how do you make a reader want your book instead of someone else's book? And so I think what we need to be teaching authors, I'm an ex-publicist, so I was a publicist for a publishing house previously.
Oh, okay.
And something that authors need to be taught is how to publicize, how to build a platform for themselves.
Yes.
It's how to use social media in the most effective way. And that's why with Bite Somebody Else, I got creative this time because I am a model. I did the bloodbath photo shoot because that was different, because it got attention. So yeah, there's a naked girl in a bathtub, but she's holding a book, It was my way of trying to cross promo almost. Like, yes, I'm a model, but look, I'm an author too. Now all the people who know me as a model, look over here. Everyone who knows me as an author, look over here. It was bridging two industries for me, and it was different because just posting on Twitter is not enough. You need to be thinking creatively about your niche, where you fit in the publishing world, what makes you special. And you also have to have, even if you have a very small ego, you have to fake it. Pretend you have a huge ego, and you have to tell everyone about your book all the time. You really have to sell yourself. You can't be a little mousy, quiet introvert, which is what most of us are. But we have to put ourselves out there to sell books.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. How much time on average per day do you spend on social media?
I don't know, because I know some of my friends use programs like TweetDeck, where they organize their day, and then so they spend the morning maybe organizing their tweets for the day, and then they go out without them having to do anything. They just go out at certain times a day. And I'm more sporadic, so if I get, if something makes me laugh, I might post it real quick and be like, ha ha ha, look at this, everyone. But then I'm offline. But I mean, I do spend a sizable amount, especially right now, because Bite Somebody Else comes out Tuesday. This is crunch time. This is ridiculous social media time, which is great. I mean, it's fine to do that every once in a while, but I do use it as a tool. I do post good reviews. I do post blurbs. I post pictures of me. I post pictures of my dogs. I post pictures of my husband. All those things. So I spend a bit of time on social media. And as much as I hate it, sometimes it's part of my job. It's part of every author's job. You really need to be plugged in social media in this business. Even if you get really ticked off with people sometimes, you still have to do it. It's your job. You can't just sit on your butt and type words anymore. We have to do more than that.
Apart from Twitter, what other social media do you use?
I use Facebook. Twitter's my favorite. Instagram, Tumblr, because I'm a huge nerd. I'm a huge geek, so I love Tumblr for all the fandoms. I'm a huge Sherlock, X-Files, Benedict Cumberbatch, everything. So I love Tumblr. Those are the main ones I do. I would say Twitter is my favorite. Facebook has its uses also. And Instagram is fun too for images. So those are my favorites, though. And I have a blog that I update every week.
Okay, and Goodreads? You're on Goodreads?
I do have Goodreads because otherwise I would never be able to keep track of everything I've been reading. I'm a fiend. I love to read so much. But also, I love Goodreads because I stalk authors. I'll just call it that. I do, because if I love a series, it's so nice to be able to rate it on Goodreads and then get in touch with the author on Twitter and say, this is what I rated your book, and I love it, and I love you, and I just found an author called KJ Charles, and she might be, I think she's English, and I'm flying through one of her series. I've read like 2 of her books in the last week, and I'm on the 3rd one. And so it's such a nice thing to be able to see her on Goodreads. Okay, there she is. Give her a good review, and then find her on social media and befriend her that way, and just let her know that I'm out here reading her stuff, and I think she's amazing. Because as authors, we don't hear that enough, no matter how much people might say in passing, like, oh, I liked your book. It feels really good to have that kind of a stranger reach out and say, I loved Bite Somebody Else. That's awesome. And that's what you can do with Goodreads and social media. You can become kind of online friends with your favorite authors, and that's really cool.